Today we are going to discuss the Hutchinson coat of arms. But before we get started, we wanted to let you know that we offer genealogy research service at our website. Please visit us at coadb.com. First coat of arms to discuss is blazoned, per pale, gules and azure, between 8 crosses crosslet or, crest a cockatrice azure combed and legged or. For the Hutchinson family of Owthorpe in County Nottinghamshire, England. There was Thomas Hutchinson Esq, born 1492. He acquired the majority of the township and was the second son of Anthony Hutchinson Esq of Cowlam in Yorkshire, born 1454, who was in turn the eldest son of William Hutchinson Esq, born 1427, a descendant of Bernard Hutchinson Esq of Cowlam, who died in the year 1355. Later came Sir Thomas Hutchinson of Owthorpe, born 1589, a member of Parliament and High Sheriff. He had son Colonel John Hutchinson, seen in the oil painting here, born 1615, an English politician and military leader during the English Civil War. Here we see the family estate of Owthorpe Hall. Next is per pale, gules and azure, a lion rampant argent between 8 crosses crosslet or, crest a cockatrice, wings expanded azure, combed, wattled, and membered or. For the Hutchinson family of Bishopwearmouth and Durham. William Thomas Hutchinson Esq of Bishopwearmouth, alive in the year 1850, was an official who was appointed to administer relief to the poor. He descended from the Hutchinson family of Cumberland, England. Same coat of arms with a different crest, this crest being a demi lion rampant. This was likely borne by one of the crests was borne by him, and one likely by one of his relatives, perhaps a father or grandfather. This has the lion ermine this time, and the crest is a cockatrice issuing out of a ducal coronet all proper. For the Hutchinson family of Castle Salad in Wicklow, Ireland. The Hutchinson baronetcy of Castle Salad was a title in the baronetage of Ireland created in 1782 for Sir Francis Hutchinson, a member of the Irish Parliament for Jamestown, and the son of Reverend Samuel Hutchinson, Bishop of Cowlam and Atrani, who died in 1780 and was the son of Samuel Hutchinson Esq of Port Glennon in County Antrim, who was present at the Battle of Boyne, and was the son of Edward Hutchinson Esq of Carsington in County Derbyshire, England, who was born in the year 1625. Another for Hutchinson of Willoughby on Wold in County Nottinghamshire, England. One for Hutchinson of Lincoln in Lincolnshire, England. John Hutchinson, born 1515, sheriff, alderman, and mayor of the town of Lincoln, had son Edward, who was a mercer and died in 1632. He had son William Hutchinson, born 1586, who was governor of Portsmouth in Rhode Island, and had descendant Bingham Hutchinson Esq. Hutchinson of Wickham or Wycombe in County Yorkshire, England, granted in 1581 to Edward Hutchinson of Wickham and to his brothers, sons of Richard Hutchinson. Now this one features a canton ermine for the Hutchinson family of Scarsgill and Crossfield House in Cumberland and of Newbiggin Hall in Appleby in County Westmoreland, England. There was John Hutchinson of Scarsgill, Newbiggin Hall in Appleby, born 1732. He was the son of John Hutchinson of Framwell Gate, who died in 1749. Here we see one of the family estates of Newbiggin Hall in the modern day. This one features a canton with a mural coronet gules and crest on a mural coronet or a cockatrice argent combed and wattled gules gorged with a wreath of laurel or. This was granted to Lieutenant General Sir William Hutchinson of Cheltenham in County Gloucestershire, England, born 1765. He was governor of Carrickfergus. Argent, 3 arrows, points downwards, meeting in base, surmounted of a fess azure, charged with a fox current, also proper, a border of the second. For Hutchinson of Leith in Scotland, registered in 1871 to James Thomas Hutchinson, born 1839, a merchant of Leith and the son of Thomas Hutchinson, born 1796. And a very similar coat of arms, registered in 1882 to his brother, Alexander William Hutchinson, born 1845, a wine merchant. Argent, a fess azure, surmounted of 3 arrows, points downwards, meeting in the base counterchange in a chief, a boar's head, erased sable, in base, 2 esclops ermines, crest, a stag's head, erased gules, attired or. for the Hutchinson family of Rockend in County Dumbarton, Scotland. There was James Hutchinson, Esquire of Rockend, a justice of the peace for the county, who died in 1861. Another featuring a fox current on the fess and the crest being a stag's head, erased proper collared or, for Hutchinson of Carlowry in Linlithgow, Scotland. Robert Hutchinson of Carlowry, born 1834, was a Scottish landowner, photographer, and president of the Royal Scottish Agricultural Society, and the son of Thomas Hutchinson, who we see here, born 1796, a wine merchant and provost of Leith. And here we see the family seat of Carlowry Castle in the modern day. One for Hutchinson of Edinburgh, Scotland, we weren't able to find any additional detail on, but I have a note here as one possibility being John Hutchinson, born 1832, a Scottish sculptor in Edinburgh, who was a Fellow of the Royal Scottish Academy and a Fellow of the Royal Society of Arts. Argent, a fess, azure, surmounted by 3 arrows, point downwards, one in pale, the other 2 meeting in point counterchanged, crest, an arm in armor, throwing a dart or hammer proper, for the Hutchinson family of Scotland. Or a fess between 3 arrows, points downward, azure, crest, a stag passant proper, for Hutchinson of England. Gules, 3 arrows, points upwards, or on a chief vert, a boar's head, cooped of the 2nd, crest, an arrow, pointed upwards proper, for the Hutchinson family of Drummalig in County Down. There was Francis Hutchinson, seen here, born 1694, a doctor of divinity, professor in the University of Glasgow, an eminent writer who was born in Drummalig in modern-day Northern Ireland, the son of John Hutchinson, a Presbyterian minister who died in the year 1729. And it was also borne by the Hutchinsons of Clifton in County Gloucester, England. There was William Hutchinson Esq of Clifton, who married Sarah Kyrle in the year 1787. One from Scotland that predates the year 1600. Hutchinson of Scotland, argent on a fess vert between 3 boar's heads, erase sable as many fians of the first. Argent 3 arrows, paleways, in fess, azure, surmounted of a fess or, for Hutchinson of Scotland. Argent 3 arrows meeting in point, sable, on a chief azure, a boar's head erased or, for Hutchinson of Herefordshire, England. One for Hutchinson of Witton in Durham, England. George Hutchinson of Witton House, born 1768, was the son of George, who was the son of Henry, who was the son of Thomas, all of Witton. And looks like they ultimately descended from Thomas Hutchinson of Cornforth. Azure, see me of crosses, crosslet, or a lion rampant argent on a chief of the last 3 trefoil slip vert, crest, a demi-lion rampant azure charged on the shoulder with the trefoil slip or, for Hutchinson of Dublin, Ireland, granted in 1676 to Daniel Hutchinson, alderman of Dublin. And there's 3 where we don't have the blazon, but we know it was granted. There was a coat of arms granted in 1861 to Robert Hutchinson, mayor of Liverpool, England. There was a coat of arms for the Hutchinson family of Uckfield in County Sussex, England. And there was a coat of arms granted in 1818 to the Hutchinson of Bury in County Lancashire, England. And if you enjoyed this video, please visit us at coadb.com, where we offer genealogy research service, high-resolution digital JPEGs, and heraldic merchandise such as t-shirts, posters, mugs, and canvas prints. Like, share, and subscribe. Link in the description. Thank you very much.